concussion, so he got a baptism by fire last year, and his first give of the game goes along the right side.
Absolutely thrown in the fire too early.
So on 2nd down and 8, here comes Swoops, keeping it to the left side, tries to stiff on his way past Elijah Shoemate. Has a big part to do how Tyrone Swoops performs. And on 3rd and 3, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, and just thrown it out of bounds to the near sideline.
James Onawalu coming off the edge, beats the block at the tackle.
Swoops still in at quarterback for Texas. As with that poor kick, they start at the 35, so good field position, and Swoops showing his mobility just a little bit, getting it across the 40-yard line. The Texas offense on 2nd down and 4, they don't waste any time, give it to Deonta Foreman from the 44. And Notre Dame is going to stop Ford this time at the line of scrimmage.
Daniel Cage in the middle, stuffing it up, crushing this block. No giving ground defensively. There's two athletes at the quarterback position.
And he begins at his own 22, and he'll begin with a give to Jonathan Gray, and Gray, avoiding one Notre Dame defender, picks up the 1st down before Joe Schmidt on the stretch of the season last year. And they give it to Gray again. This time he slips and gets no more than a couple. A true freshman, so taking the first snaps of his college career in relief of Swoops. And he swings it out to DeJay Johnson. Potential. And the 1st down for Texas, just short of the 45-yard line. Bird. Flags come in, and there's a little bit of an example of his mobility for Texas on 1st and 20. That's Gray in motion to the right. Swoops takes a step back and then runs it up the middle.
Sheldon Day, a big-time collegiate player, goes for the cut and gets him to the ground.
2nd and 14. Swoops is relieved shortly by Hurt. Pressure from the right, has to get rid of it. And Swoops incomplete, 4th down, and the Longhorns will have to punt. Used on the last couple of plays as that Notre Dame pressure and defense, they had him covered. He wanted Gray, but he was flanked.
Sheldon Day on the freshman again, slips him this time on the inside move, although the ball was going out the other direction on a screen.
A little bit of confusion there in the backfield, and Notre Dame swarms Hurd right near the goal line. Jalen Smith was there. Sheldon Day was there. He was close, but as Jalen Smith was in there in a hurry. There he is on the edge, Doug.
Out on the edge to the right. Jalen Smith, they're moving him around, trying to get different matchups with him, allow him to be a pure pass rusher.
Started as an outside linebacker as freshman.
Come back and be a leader on this team.
And here is Tyrone Swoops. And again, it's a good gain to DeJay Johnson. So 2nd down, just short of the 1st down. Swoops feeling the pressure, steps up and down he goes. That was Isaac Rochelle and Sheldon Day right in his grill.
Just a race to the quarterback coming from the outside by Rochelle. Sheldon Day just throws his man to the side and gets to the quarterback. This is
low snap. Swoops able to handle it. Steps up, avoids the pressure, and is smacked hard by Jalen Smith. 4th down, Texas to punt.
North and south. He does a nice job of stepping up through off a stunt. We were talking about this the other day. Sometimes Notre Dame stunts themselves out of lanes and leaves openings. Swoops in the open field. Boom, Jalen Smith tracks.
Against this from the 18. Steps up, decides to run it, dives his way.
He's created a mindset, a work ethic. He's tired of the I've arrived attitude that once you get a scholarship to the
time and kind of having to deal with all this history and tradition. But now they're really on their heels, although they get a good gain here from DeJay Johnson, who showed signs of breaking the run of 80-plus yards in his career. That one good for 21.
The action of the back swinging out to the right drew the entire defense out of the field and allowed that to happen.
Maybe Texas can get on the board before the first half expires. And here's Swoops spinning his way to midfield for a gain of 5. Kind of run this hurry-up tempo. Swoops has pressure from behind. Sheldon Day had him at the...
Sheldon Day came all the way around the outside of the loop to run the quarterback down.
Game. Sky is the limit. And a knee injury last year, high ankle sprain as well. Before that, here is Foreman looking for some room, but just losing ground. Shoemate and company drag him down for a big. Swoops has pressure, avoids it, steps up inside the 35. That'll bring up 4th down. Clock is running. That's a quarterback for Texas to begin the second half. We did see Gerard Hurd, but it was very sparingly in the first half. And Swoops begins with a give to Jonathan Gray.
Passing, get it out of your hands quickly.
Gets out of Swoops' hands early, and it did not take long. And Swoops just throwing it away. Swoops still at the controls for Texas. And Chris Warren is in the backfield. They fake it to him, and Swoops going deep down the middle for John Burt, who can fly, and it is complete. 48. It's all the way down to the Notre Dame 24. And here is Chris Warren, who gets his first 284 pounds. Impressive player.
Burt definitely pulled that in, too, and grasped the ball. It never touched the ground.
Swoops has time, is a little high on the throw. To congratulate Fuller on his second touchdown catch of the night. Here is Dejae Johnson, the ever dangerous one, gets wrapped up again with his own. Texas on 2nd down and 7. And on the ground is Jonathan Gray. Big play here for Texas to try to keep this drive alive on 3rd and 2, and they'll entrust Dejae Johnson, who's going backwards. Still toiling at the quarterback position for Texas. With under 2 minutes left in the 3rd, dropping way back, trying to get some time, and down he goes.
A clock in his head that, hey, it's time for this ball to go. Comes off the fake, drifts back, looks downfield, just turn it loose and throw it at him over a receiver's head.
So Texas backed up to its own 12-yard line and just trying to get more cushion out to 250. So they got some athletic talent on this team, but Swoops has flushed out again. He just doesn't have any time to do anything. It looks a little bit like a microcosm of last year.